So there's this one thing that I used to look down to. Life will always help you somehow. Life initially it looks crazy, or it sounds crazy, like to finally get to a place where you look back and you say, life all along was guiding you, was all along life was just making things for you to be as they need to be. Do you understand? And I'm just being reminded of something amazing about my character or my nature. One is the power of turning anything into nothing. Like, I can turn anything to be nothing. That's one thing that I'm realizing. And this nothingness, I'm very much now aware that is like, it's something that is lived through a state of mind of being in a state of being present. Because in the now there's unity, there is connection, there is oneness, there is flow. Like everything is moving in one harmonious rhythm, motion. Like everything has its own place, everything is happening in due time, everything is where it's supposed to be. And your heart is open for things to unfold as they are. And I'm just being reminded of like how many incidents in my life growing up, even until now it has become louder. It has become to a point where it is like, hey, see who you are, child. Like, I'm being reminded of incidents or scenarios in my life where I would respond to things in a very, very, very unexpected way. Like, even myself, let me just say. But because then I didn't know what the heck was going on. Like, things, I have this ability of not overlooking things out of wanting to get somewhere, but I can see things for what they are and still be okay with things. That's one thing about this person or soul, whatever that I am. I'm very much like I can experience things, or I can be in a situation. I can, like, there's a part of me that has an easy way to just let things be. Do you understand? And I'm reminded this is not new. Like, I'm just being reminded. That's why I'm saying there's many incidents or scenarios in my past that now are flashing back in my head. It's like, remember this moment? Remember when this happened? Do you remember how you responded? Remember how you actually positioned? Remember how you were so calm, how you were so open-minded, how you were so neutral, how you never, like that is the purest energy, essence of us, of human being. And I'll say human being because I'm living in a human form, okay? And I understand that not all of us, we are coming from the same dimension, and that is perfect, and that's how life has made it, and I love it and accept it as it is. But I'm really like, do you remember this? And then it's full alignment of, I don't know how can I put it. It's like, everything is connecting, everything is making sense, everything is now in the sun light and is just clear. Like, this is who the motherfucker you are, child. This is who you are. Like, you can't run away that when things are just shaken, you stay stable, you stay grounded, you stay present, you are not moved by things. We cannot run away from that fact that you have that ability, and it's not even something that you yourself do it. It's something that comes through. It's something that lives in you, that expresses itself through you. So it's not about you in the end, but what that you carry from within, and now it's showing up. And now it's showing up, and it's showing up more and more, and you cannot deny its presence. I was actually talking to one of my manager back home, back in where I'm working. I'm coming from work, and I was telling her about how I used to be afraid of my own, the other side of my pureness energy. And I actually project this energy as a tiger. And I said, you know what, my husband used to call me a sweet tiger because I'm very sweet, I'm all fluffy, I'm all fairy tales and dreams and all that stuff. But there's also the other side of me that is tigerish, that is wild, that is like, and when that side shows up, that was the part that I used to be afraid of. Like today, me, I know who I am. Like, I know I've made peace that I have a tiger in me as much as I have a butterfly in me. So I'm both fairy and I'm also a tiger. So I'm both energy. I'm both light and dark. I'm both good and bad. I'm both weakness and and strength. I'm not just one part. Do you understand? And I've come to a position where I'm at peace with being either way. I'm no longer like shining down my strength and then just praising my own modest and weakness appearance. I am in a position where I'm like, and I'm like understanding why I'm there now. Why is it easy for me to embrace my darkness? Why is it easy for me to embrace my weaknesses? Like the other day I was talking to one of my colleagues. I was like, look, I was actually doing something and I made a mistake. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. And it felt so damn good to say I'm sorry. And I was laughing to them and they were looking at me like I'm strange. I'm like, guys, you have no idea the world I live in. It was difficult for me to say I'm sorry. If I said I'm sorry, it meant like I failed it. So now today is different. My mind does not interpret sorry as that. Sorry is you taking your power back, you owning your shit, you being accountable, you being responsible for your actions. Sorry is I'm aware that I'm human. I do make mistakes and it's okay. And do you understand? So that was like powerful for me to finally have that encounter where I was in the midst of being and be able to say, to own that and say, and still smile and still be okay and not be moved that, I made a mistake. It's okay. Do you understand? So that was liberating. That was like amazing for me to see that. I mean, I've been building up that muscle where I have to own my mistakes. I have to own my weaknesses. I have to own. And I guess this is what now has brought me in a place of oneness with life as a whole, energies. I don't mind being in a bad. Also, I can also project that, like, let's say, encounter people who still are coming in terms with accepting themselves as a whole. I can understand where they come from. I can relate with them because I've been in their shoes. I know what it's like where you do a mistake and you feel defensive and you want to be protective and you want to hide and you want to be perfect. You want things to shine. You don't want to own your shit because you think it's safer to do that. Well, mother, do you understand? I know. So it's amazing because now it's like I'm laughing with God because when people do that, especially now where I'm working, I get to meet that kind of energy where people are still feeling insecure to accept who they are, because they're in that phase, they haven't reached that point in life where they're able now to acknowledge who they are, which is normal and natural again and acceptable in life. Evolution, human conscious evolution is normal. So it was like a very awakening moment to realize that, to see myself acting it out now, like taking my power with ease and grace without, I know who I am and I choose to align my energies and my actions with my own power, like what resonates with me. Like there's nothing right or wrong about being making a mistake or being wrong or doing something, or like there's so many things that are taking place behind your mind that makes you act in the way you act, and some of the things are not even in control of you. That makes me feel like, because sometimes we judge ourselves so much and not understanding that some of things are out of our control. It's not in us to change them. Hence they said sometimes maturity takes time for real, because you can't just get maturity in one day. You need a lot of experiences to unlearn, to awaken, to realize things, to discover to rewrite your stories and, you know, align yourself with the energy that is truly you, that is truly, do you understand? So I was like, yeah. So it was amazing to be able to do that for me. I was like, yeah. So yeah, so that's the spirit that I actually wasn't aware of. Like, there's power, the ability to harmonize things, to alchemize energy, to transform, to blend laws, to blend energies, to create exactly what I know resonate with me, regardless what is given, without 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 a doubt, without struggling, without trying so much. You're not trying, you're not, there's no goal, you know, you're just like floating with life. You're floating with the life force energies, carrying you there through all this life experiencing, revealing you to yourself. Finally now I get to match that energy, get to experience it now, and how it works for me. Works for me in a sense that I'm not so sure about this part, because I feel like it's the energy in me and me in it. So, and it's like intertwined together and in harmony, as it, you know, and just life is just being created out of this union of soul and humanness. Oh my God, I feel this union that harmonizes everything, that stems from the soul and imagine becoming one with the human side. It's amazing. Yay! Sabon. Wait, ma. Yay! Sabon. So my tigerness is sin, and my sweetness is also sin, and both of them are creating a beautiful energy. I'm no longer afraid of my own tiger side, as much as I'm no longer trying to praise too much or put my sweetness on a pedestal so that I appear beautiful, amazing. I now know that both of them are serving a beautiful, meaningful, valuable part in my life, and me coming to the position where I'm neither for nor against. I'm no longer wanting to take sides. I'm no longer wanting to create war, because I know each one of them are perfect as they are, and there's always a reason for them to show up however way they want to show up. They are beautiful. Like, they are beautiful however way, you know, they feel to show up. I'm no longer like trying to control my energies or trying to manipulate. I'm addressing whatever way I come across. My focus and concern in my life is no longer about how I'm going to show up in the presence of anything, more than it's how I allow myself to have courage to express what is felt at the time. That's my daily bread now. Thank you. Yay! Sabon.